Greetings, citizens of Gotham. This is Jaden Gates, PS5 Gamer Tag Batman 061203, and I'm just letting you know, I think I'm done playing Assassin's Creed games. You know, I used to love the Assassin's Creed games, but Valhalla I hated because the story didn't make any sense, and ended up getting, the combat was like ridiculously difficult on normal difficulty, and then I got stuck on a boss that was just like way stronger and faster than my character, nothing I could do. Then here in Shadows, the concept was super cool. I figured I'd get like huge For Honor vibes with like a samurai and everything. But instead, I must have been playing as Naoe instead of Yasuke, and she has the most boring story. And this game has totally lost me. Both the story is really confusing to me. The second, they don't tell me where like anything is, and that's like a big part of their game. Like I remember in the settings, you can check when I streamed it. Basically, my only experience playing the game before this was on a live stream. I streamed like the first about 2 hours of it. To get through the whole prologue thing. And when I was going through the settings at the beginning, it was like, do you want do you want like a guided path, where it tells you where you're going? And I was like, yeah, I need to be told where I'm going. I'm not good at solving clues and stuff. It's an Assassin's Creed game. Tell me where I'm going. And then they kept really pushing it. It's like, oh, you're gonna miss like very key mechanics of the game. Your stuff is gonna be lost if you don't do this. And it's like, all right, I'll go with your thing. I'll try and figure it out. Now here I am, and I'm just lost with every objective they give me. Like they give me little details. Like for example, the top left here, find Mitsumune. I pull up the details. He's in Izumi Setsu. He's north of Amagasaki. He camps at Nunobiki Falls. So let's take a look at the map. So here's Izumi Setsu. Here is Amagasaki. It says he's north of here. Which, by the way, I don't even know how to get here. I can't just place some marker and be able to travel to it. I don't know where I'd have to go to even get to this place. And then apparently there's this Nunobiki Falls that this dude camps at, and I've gone as north as I can here, and I just do not see that place. It does not exist on the map. Apparently I'm supposed to just go there and look for this place. You know? It just has me so lost. It was such a waste of money to get this game. I had such high hopes for it. It's Assassin's Creed. I was gonna be on the Assassin's Creed bandwagon. I was like, oh yeah, Assassin's Creed game. This is gonna be great. But it's not, man. These games are not the same. Like yeah, I cannot find these falls. I just know it's supposed to be north of here, which again I don't know how to get here. And there were other objectives I had before that I just gave up on because I couldn't figure out where I'm supposed to go. I'm just completely lost. Also, combat as this character is incredibly difficult. I must say, if you're not being like super stealthy, if you get in like actual battles, it is incredibly hard to win. As Naoe here, she takes like so much damage, and you have to be so like precise with her. It's really not fun. It's really not fun. Yasuke was a lot more fun at the beginning, and I don't know much further into the game you have to get before you see him again. And again, the story really lost me. There was a time in the story where, they said like 2 years earlier, and we were in a flashback, and then we were suddenly back in the present, and I didn't realize we were in the present for a long time. And that whole thing with Soren and Jinchiro, and when they're training her to like get her leg back, her leg fixed and stuff, and I didn't even realize we were in the present yet. They didn't discuss that. Like this game just feels bad. It's a bad Assassin's Creed game. Assassin's Creed is just bad now. So I've wasted my money here, and I should not get another Assassin's Creed game. I like to get a nice story game to take a break from all the multiplayer games I get, but this game, this series, this franchise is just not worth it anymore. They suck now. There's hardly any combat, and when I do get combat as this character, it is a very hard for seemingly no reason. Like the enemies do an absurd amount of damage. I have to work so hard to get my kills, and I mean, I'm sure that could come with like when you get later into the game, like it could be like a Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order type thing where like you start out super weak, but once you get towards the end game, you're strong and all of a sudden, and you actually feel powerful and all that. But I don't have the patience to go through all this clue solving and finding all these little places and everything. Like, this game makes you use your brain for something that does not need to do all this. You know, it's an Assassin's Creed game. So I think I'm gonna give up on this game, the series. I'm gonna keep using Ezio as my peacekeeper and For Honor. You know, just because he's like literally the only way I can be a male peacekeeper in For Honor. So I'm gonna stick with that. At least until an actual male PK gets introduced. But yeah, this game is not worth it. Assassin's Creed has just fallen off. You know, I don't think anyone even did watch my like original live stream of this game, but if anyone was curious, I'm not gonna continue it, and I'm not gonna play any more of these. I was super hyped for this one too. It's just not good at all. All right, hope you liked it. Please like and subscribe. I'll see you another time.